More than friends, not quite lovers. This phrase is far from sufficient to summarize Carlotta's feelings for the rover. In fact, this elegant lady has already secretly confessed to you, you just haven't noticed. In the story, there's a plot that mentions when the family exchanges encrypted intelligence. They often transmit information by mixing a special blend. After completing the companion story, if we go to the open-air water bar during afternoon tea time, we can encounter Carlotta resting there. When conversing with her, she will ask if you want to order a specially mixed cocktail called Opal. Opal is her unique code name within the family. Ordering this drink is enough to show the intimacy of our relationship. But do you think that's all there is to it? Actually, the message Carlotta wants to convey to you is hidden in the way this cocktail is prepared. And this recipe has a real-world counterpart. It even has another more poetic and romantic name called Love Letter. And the hidden trophy that pops up after the dialogue further reveals Carlotta's feelings. If Our Language's cocktail is from writer Haruki Murakami's work, Supposing My Words Are Whiskey, there's a line in it: if our language were whiskey, I would just quietly hand you the glass, and you would take it and silently drink it. No words needed, a tacit understanding. This beautiful drink, named Opal, also known as Love Letter, is my silent and true confession to you. Compared to the original Love Letter, Carlotta added rose nectar, which symbolizes love, to the Opal recipe and reduced the lemon juice. This makes it taste sweeter like honey, and the addition of fritillaria powder makes this blend sparkle like the night sky. Perhaps this new leader who bears the mission of reviving her family is, after all, still a young girl experiencing the first stirrings of romance and longing for it. By the way, this blend actually has a model in the game, appearing in the story when Carlotta's mirror self makes her entrance. It can be seen as a variant of the nectar wine from the main story, with the yellow color changed to red, which is the color of its prototype Love Letter. Perhaps the passionate red also represents passionate love. However, this sincere sentiment did not come from love at first sight, but rather from gradual trust and mutual understanding. In the main storyline, Carlotta once posed a soul-searching question to you.
To enter the vault without being trapped to death, two people must have absolute trust in each other. So, do you trust me, Rover?
This was the first time the two shared genuine feelings with each other and the beginning of a relationship that's more than friends, not quite lovers. During this moment, we obtained two trophies, Way Out and It Takes Two, both inspired by the co-op game from famous game developer Joseph Fares. In these works, two players either take on the roles of comrades or spouses, working together to overcome numerous obstacles to reach the story's end. Isn't this a reflection of the intimate relationship between Carlotta and the rover? It was precisely after this that she decided to gift you her bullet, expressing her absolute trust in each other. Carlotta's gem, as described in her profile, states that she will not harm you. Please trust her and cooperate with her performance.
Farewell, and may you meet your friends where it all ends.
Perhaps you've noticed that where it all ends in the previous dialogue was enclosed in parentheses. This actually hints at our next meeting place, the penitent's end. At this moment, the mutual understanding and trust between the two reach a new height, just as a scriptwriter described near the Ragunna's Pioneer Association. The young girl clasped his hand firmly, then turned her back, offering it wholly to her new companion. This is precisely the hidden Easter egg that the creator team has written for Carlotta and the rover. There are many such details about you. For example, when we choose a companion while riding the gondola, only Carlotta currently triggers hidden lines. But what you may not know is that different waters trigger different voice lines. For example, in the Nimbus Sanctum, she says, near the penitent's end, there's another line, and inviting her to ride along increases her intimacy level. Isn't that a kind of date? Carlotta's voice line of birthday wishes is also somewhat ambiguous. As for the dialogue that unlocks at level 5, it can be described as passionate. However, all these words are more like flirting that stems from her personality. What truly made me realize her affection for the rover are her subtle, girlish thoughts. When the two of you go to a carnival, the protagonist is drawn to the novelties, but Carlotta quietly gazes at you. Perhaps in your eyes is the whole world, but in hers, there's only you. When Carlotta takes you to collect the mask she customized for you, the perceptive lady immediately sees through the young girl's feelings.
For a moment, I feared feared she lost faith in my skills and was plotting to hand over the shop to someone else. Now I see why this little creation was so important to you, Lady Carlotta.
At first, she was worried that the style she chose might not suit your taste. However, when you say you like it very much, her expression instantly lights up with joy.
Please do like it.
When you agree to meet under the eaves to avoid the rain, the girl who arrives forgets her noble lady manners and greets you with light steps and a gentle pat on your back.
Glory in Decay. The Impressionist Pazzoli's latest piece. Didn't know you had such refined taste.
Perhaps at that moment, she briefly set aside her burdens and truly became herself.
Ah, you're curious who I am beyond my role. Is that it?
Cat's Eye is the code name Carlotta gave to the rover when she introduced him. She said she chose this name because your eyes resemble cat's eye gems. However, this is not the only reason. In fact, the true meaning of cat's eye is engagement token. As early as the late 19th century, Queen Victoria's third son gave a dazzling cat's eye stone as an engagement gift to a Prussian princess. Because this gemstone does not fade with time, it symbolizes lasting and unwavering love.
You already have a pair of cat's eyes. Please accept this as a token of my appreciation. No, this gem wasn't crafted by my forte. I chose it just for you.
However, within this cat's eye lies a subtle sentiment. The crimson gemstone here is actually an opal, representing Carlotta. To be precise, it should be a fire opal, one of the most precious varieties of opal. It displays a flame-like hue, resembling the fiery love within Carlotta's heart. One wonders, when she meticulously prepared this gift, did she ever envision a future with the rover? However, liking is unrestrained, while love is restrained. At the end of the story, when she takes that step, ready to open her heart to you, she ultimately turns her deep affection into a silent gaze.
Well done, Carlotta. Thank you, Rover.
The sudden appearance of her grandfather makes Carlotta realize that she still bears the mission of reviving her family. And isn't the person before her also burdened with a similar mission? In the end, we are the same kind of people. We met because of our missions, and we must part because of them. After all, a bird without feet will not stop for any scenery, and you are destined for a broader world, the ends of the earth.
Now that the dust is settled, you no longer need to stay with me as cat's eye of the Montelli family. Fall for me, will you? Then, let's fall together. No need to feel sad about parting, for each goodbye brings us closer to the next hello. But I'll keep this code name for you, Cat's Eye. The first and only member to receive my personal invitation.
Unlike the unchanging cat's eye stone, the opal cannot withstand the passage of time. The fleeting years will take away its original dazzling color, leaving it dull and dim. Perhaps many years later, the elderly Carlotta will have become the most prestigious grandmother in her family. When she sits at the open-air water bar, as usual, sipping a special blend called Cat's Eye, she might hear sailors returning from the sea bringing tales from afar. They say, at the ends of the earth, a young man with black hair and golden eyes defeated the Threnodian, ended the lament, and saved the world. One wonders if she will recall a long-forgotten memory, that dance, that life and death companionship, and that bright afternoon. Perhaps this lifelong unmarried grandmother will tell her adopted grandchildren this story when she returns home. Children, the young man who saved the world once saved me too. Opal is known for its play of color, which displays different hues from different angles. It is said that there is a special play of color that can create a cat's eye shape, known as the cat's eye effect. This type of opal is the extremely precious and rare cat's eye opal. Could it be that Carlotta has also bloomed with a splendid cat's eye effect because of your presence? Ust, as the companion trophy describes, shine on you crazy opal. The girl trapped in the night rain is dead, replaced by me, blooming with cat's eye light. No more hesitation, no more confusion. Just like you taught me, pick up that gun and become the new head of the family.
Now, whether it fires and where it aims. The choice is mine alone.
You are my regret, and also my fulfillment. We have both become better people because of each other. Maybe one day you will hear my legend on that distant shore, the legend of Crazy Opal, Carlotta. Thank you to everyone who made it this far. This video is a brand new attempt. I used the second person you throughout the entire analysis because Carlotta's companion name pays homage to the Italian classic work If on a Winter's Night, a Traveler. This book frequently uses the second person to advance the plot, intentionally blurring the boundaries between the reader and the story, and attempting to break the fourth wall to enhance immersion. I'm curious, did this Regana story weave together with Carlotta to reach into your heart? This is newcomer host Blurred, wishing your cat's eye and opal to shine forever.